We're ready to go. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the March 20th, 2026 meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. I'm Helen Schiller, the acting chair of the ZBA. First, we're going to establish a quorum. Commissioner, yeah, I know, but I don't have to do, yeah. Commissioner Gianni,
Present.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Present.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes, here.
Commissioner Soto.
Here.
I'm here. Quorum is established. I move to approve the minutes from last month's February 20th, 2026 meeting. Commissioner Soto seconds. Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs.
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, and the minutes are approved. I move that we approve the agenda for this meeting. Commissioner Soto seconds. Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes. The agenda is approved. Now we'll do the continuances. Good morning.
Can you hear me? Hear me?
No.
Thank you.
Can we?
Nick Fatikas, on page 3, Chairman. It's items 7326Z and 7426Z, 19 South LaSalle. We're actually working with staff, kind of reconcepting the floor plans and the unit mix. So if we could have a May date, we still need to send our second set of notices to the alderman as part of that process. So a May date's probably the safest.
Okay, perfect. And actually, I don't know what day that is. I know what day it is in April. Oh, no, I do know May. May, and that's what we're doing, all of them, right? May 15th, 9 a.m. call. And do we need to do, no
No,
further
a
notice will be
requirement
required?
will,
Okay.
to The alderman, but not, a separate notice is not required.
Okay, no call, no, there will be no second notice.
And then also, Chairman, on page 6, it's item 1626Z. This matter was actually continued by the alderman in January. My client unfortunately is out of town today. He's not back until April, so if we could have a May date, that would be great as well.
Okay, so this is 16-26-Z.
Yes, 7742 South Kingston.
Okay, so again, that'll be continued to May 15th, the 9 a.m. call.
Great, thank you so much.
Good morning, Madam Chairman, members of the board. My name is Patrick Turner. We're seeking a continuance of, it's a case on the bottom of page 6, case number 3726S, Diamonds, Inc. We're working with staff with some corrections to the landscape plan, and we're seeking a continuance to May.
Okay, that'll be continued to May 15th, 9 a.m. call. No further notice will be given.
Thank you.
And then, Madam Chair, on page 5, on behalf of the attorney for 40925Z 8057 South Coles, the attorney was requesting to withdraw that application.
Okay, so 409-25-Z will be withdrawn.
Good morning. Page 6, it is the first line for, I'm here representing Rudy Ortega for another continuance. Unfortunately, he is not he's out of town as well. It's 11226Z,
Okay,
6047 North Miami.
got it. So that will be again continued to May 15th and the 9 a.m. call, and no further notice will be given. Huh? Do I wanna- Okay, can you, excuse me, I'm sorry. Can you also let him know that this will be the final continuance? Thank you. Victor? There were more that you told me about. Well, yeah.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Should be page 1, 6226S. This is for 2034 West Walnut Street. Just seeking a continuance for additional time to finalize some post-compliant plans regarding accessibility of an overhead door with the Chicago Department of Planning and Development. Additional time to work with an architect to finalize those plans, and also working with the mayor's office for people with disabilities.
Okay, so this will be continued to the May 15th call, 9 a.m. call,
Yes, ma'am.
and there'll be no further notice
Awesome.
given.
Thank you.
Is there anybody here for 44325S, 908 North California? Chair, on behalf of that applicant, we did receive notification that they were requesting to withdraw that application as well.
Okay, they will be withdrawn. That's 44325-S will be withdrawn. On page 5.
Okay, so starting the morning call, we're going to take a case slightly out of order. Case number 6926S, 5252 Northwestern.
We're going out of order. Morning.
Morning.
Uh,
Closer. I think you just speak loudly.
Okay, so can I have the I know that the Alderman is here. Is there anyone else here to testify? Are there any, there aren't any interested parties, are there? Victor, we don't have any interested parties here. Okay, so why don't we swear you in at the same time? Anyone who wants to testify, you want to have testify, give your staff or whatever. So can the applicant and witnesses raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony you give today will be true and correct?
I do.
And for the applicant, do you affirm that the materials submitted with the hearing packet are still true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay. Counselor, can you just identify yourself, introduce your applicant, and give us a very brief overview?
My name is Josh Browdy. I'm with Birchwood Law. I represent Lynn Trong, who is the owner of Irenu LLC, who is doing business as IPOP Central. The business premises is located at 5252. Oh, I'm so sorry. The business premises is located at 5252 Northwestern Avenue. The business is seeking special use approval as it is situated in a B3-3 multifamily mixed-use district and is 1,000 feet away from another personal care services business. The applicant proposes to operate a full-service nail salon with additional hair, facial, lash, waxing, and chiropractic services. The business will operate between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and the applicant will be in compliance with all state and local licensure laws and health regulations.
Okay. Are there any questions before we take the,
I do. Is this business already out in operation, or is this going to begin operations?
The
For
business right
nail
now is not in
services?
operation.
I'm sorry, could say
The
that again?
business right now is not in operation.
It's currently not in operation. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
certification?
And are you licensed by the state for the services that are being offered?
That's why I'm here to seek for obtaining the license.
No, for the services. So for doing nails, the necessary certifications that are required by the state
For nails?
for nails.
Yes,
All
I
the-
personally don't have the license, but I am having someone with a license and we are doing that.
Okay, so do you affirm that anyone that you hire to do those services will have the necessary licensure?
Yes.
Okay. And how many staff do you plan on hiring for the?
We are a
business?
small boutique, so it's really right now only 4-person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alderman.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Chair and members of the board.
Well, introduce yourself first.
I am Alderperson
Okay.
Andre Vasquez, 40th Ward. I represent the area where the property is located. I've been in city council now 7 years. In that time, I've never appeared before the ZBA. We typically look at most of the matters and don't oppose any of them. We try to work with different stakeholders. In this instance, I've been moved to come here and have this conversation with you all and provide the testimony due to the experience that we've had with the property in question. Now for a number of years, I think starting in 2023 at this point, both the applicant, Lynn, and her husband, Tony, have been basically running the operation. They've had the hair salon prior to getting any licenses for it. But what was more concerning was an operation they were then running through the residential part of the same building. So in that time, there were, I think, around 2 units. There were actual residential units. But during a time where folks were looking for housing, they had north of 40 people living in the space. And each room of a unit was treated as a unit. Each person living in the unit was charged a rent of $200 plus per week. So not per unit, per person. There's a couple, each one was paying. There were kids, they were covering for that. In that time, they were all sharing inadequate space to be able to shower, to use the bathroom, to cook. They were cooking in places that were fire hazards. We were getting complaints from neighbors. This is how we found out about it. Week over week, day after day, neighbors across the area would notice folks coming in and out. They were operating businesses there. They were operating illegal businesses there. They were potential drug dealing. We had to bring in CPD to have those conversations. And it was a challenging situation. I'll say there were folks who were undocumented who we were looking to do our best to try to find opportunities for. So when we reached out to Department of Buildings, for example, about some of the concerns, they immediately wanted to close everything and clear it out completely. We then, over a number of months, took the time to try to find housing for everyone, to bring the numbers down, because we knew that the people who were trying to find housing weren't the culprits. They were victims in this situation. They were looking to find housing and they were being exploited. In our conversations with both the applicant and the husband, they kind of presented themselves as community champions, as doing everything they can to help folks out who needed it. So we were finding out how much money they were making off of each person. So we tried our best to operate with them and to figure out how to do things properly. It is why some of these steps were taken. Subsequent to that, we found out a number of other properties in our ward, similar issues, where as far as property owners who were having issues with the next door neighbors, who were encroaching upon their land, were actively involved in conflicts. And so this is pattern and practice of what this group has been doing. Again, they were operating without a license prior. So this is one of the few points where we're able to make that case to the board to understand that it's not about a particular use, although it is part of what this conversation is about. It is about the people who are applying in and looking to move forward. I don't have any level of confidence that even with the license, they'll operate within the confines of a license. I think there was history of them being set up as like a fitness center or something, which I've never seen operate there. And so I don't have any confidence that they're operating in good faith and moving anything forward. And again, I've never come before this board. This is not how I operate in the 40th Ward, right? It's a little old school for my taste, to be honest. But in seeing the concern of the people who are actually living there, and seeing what it was doing to the neighbors around the area, and the inability to operate as a steward, as a community partner in multiple facets, I would highly urge the board to deny any licensing, because they've not shown themselves to be able to operate in a way that is either good for business, the neighborhood, and I think actually would be detrimental to the well-being of the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question for the Alderman, if that's
Yeah.
okay. Alderman, do you have any, has there been any evidence of a business operating as a nail salon in that location prior to this date?
Yeah. So yes, absolutely. We've got neighbors that go there. We're going there regularly. I'd pop in while it was happening. And when I went to go check out the residential, it was operating already as a nail salon on the ground. It had been doing so.
So that's my question to the applicant as well, is you're testifying here,
Right.
you're testifying under oath here that there was not, that
Not
this
right
was-
now. We were closed. We've been closed for about 8 months now.
Okay, but there has been a prior
Yes. Prior
use
to
of
that,
this
the
space
open was
as a
done.
nail salon. Okay.
Sorry.
I'll finish my question and then I'll allow you, then you can
can
respond. So my question for you is that this space has not changed ownership as of the last time it was operating as a nail salon. So there was no special use that was granted by this body for the operation of a nail salon at that time.
Yes.
And you were currently the applicant and you're married, you and your husband own the building?
We're not married, and the owner, his name is Tony.
Okay.
He's the one who owned the property.
Okay, so,
And we were partner, but we are no longer partner. I'm
Okay.
100% now as the owner of the iRenew and for doing business as iPop Central.
okay,
And we were involved in getting the license, and he was getting the license, is mind and body, because originally that's what we wanted to do, is for the mind and body. I just moved into the area, so I'm not really familiar, so he was helping just to get everything together. Because our original premise is to do the mind and body, and we got the proper license for the mind and body, where we can be able to go in there and do treatment that is on natural health. And that was the original, because during COVID, that's what we were planning to do. And then things along the way did get changed because, I'm relying on Tony to get that part done. So I just focus on growing and running the business. That's all I know. And so we have people there, and we actually do pretty good work, and we focus on more specialized treatment and for the nails, mostly for nails, and the hair is just mostly for rental. And during that time, during COVID time, that was during the time that we just happened to have somebody that Tony just picked up and staying in the library. It was like hundreds of people was in the room in the library. He doesn't have a place even to shower or do anything. So Tony just let him stay in the basement. At that time, there was nothing really completely built. It was just briefly. And, waiting for the whole entire, I guess, during the COVID, it was really difficult. And then at that time, he came and he stayed for free. We didn't charge him anything because he was helping things out. And then after that, he said, well, I have a mother, has a mother just a few months old. Can we have her to stay? They're willing to pay. And we pretty much say that we cannot host anybody, but they literally come in and say there's no one willing to take them in. And stay in the hotel is really difficult. And at the police station, there was really, I guess the situation is that we don't know until we live among all those people. And among there, the police station didn't have the bathroom, didn't have enough facility to really mandate. And during the day, they need to stay outside. So it's really difficult for everybody. So because we happen to be nearby, it's just by word of mouth, and that's how things got shared. And from word of mouth, we really don't know. All I know is here is we're immigrants ourselves, and we know it was difficult to have a place to stay because they don't have any proof or anything that they can stay. All I know here is that, yes, we apologize to the alderman, we apologize to the city for what we do, but what they do inside that caused all of the neighbor around is because, I guess from the Venezuelan, they love to party, they make a lot of noise, they listen to loud music, and that's what they do, and that caused trouble to the neighbor, and the neighbor don't like it. And literally, that's what happened. From one person, it kind of stemmed off, and it's not that we coming in and just say host it as the way that we do it. They literally come in begging us to take them, and that was it. And we did not, just the alderman, I appreciate you for, I understand that you take the time to come here, and I understand your concern. We wanted to comply everything. No one is there because once that come in, we literally let them go. And their families, there are a lot of children, yes, they were all there. And we did charge about $200 per room, not per person. And yes, We tell them that, and right now, from a brand new building, it's pretty much destroyed because it costs us a lot more money just to fix things up. The basement, everything else is really destroyed with, the bathroom, the space we have. Downstairs is 2 bathrooms and upstairs we have 1, and they pretty much utilize the space. All I know here is that it hurt us more just to host and to take care of the people. But afterward, just the destruction of what we have inside the building is a lot more costly. The behind the scene of all of that. With the drug, I really don't know anything about the drug because we don't do any drug. We don't condone any drug. What people do behind the scene, I really don't know. And most of the time, I don't know what they are. I just focus in my business. That's all I know, which is that I renew and I focus on the nail. But those particular situations that the Alderman described is really unfortunate, and I really feel bad. We are complying with the city right now, and we are completely wanted to be collaborating, making sure that we become a member, that can, be a contributor to society and to the neighborhood, not really to destroy or to ruin it. That's not in our intention at all. And if we have done that, I wanted to say that I apologize. And I am here to seek making sure that we're doing everything we can, or I can, to make sure my business to be properly run and to make sure that it's comply with the city and allowing us to really run the business. Just mostly right now, it's just for the nails. We just 100% are we doing the nail business.
Okay, let me just interject. I just have a few more questions, if that's okay. So, while I can certainly appreciate the intent to help the new arrivals when they were unceremoniously bused to the city, what I will say is that there were a number of resources available at the time, and the city was doing what they could to house those individuals. Now, while I can understand the desire to help and initiate something to try to be of assistance, I mean, my recommendation would be to work with your alderman to ensure that it's all being done properly. And, a number of times during your testimony, you mentioned that you didn't know. I think if you're going to be running a business, it is your responsibility to understand the rules in which you have to operate.
Yes.
And so the fact that we're just talking about the nail salon at this point, the fact that it was operating without a special use prior is
Yes.
concerning to me.
Yes.
Because there are rules, and the evidence before us shows that there has been an attempt to secure a special use permit for this nail salon. And I believe it's during the time that it was already operating. So at that point, you did know that there was a special use permit that was required to run the operation. And
Yes.
so, unfortunately, ignorance is not a defense of the law. You have to understand the rules in which you operate. And I do have some reservations about granting this special use based on prior practice, but I see the case for anyone who.
Are there any?
Yes, my question first for the alderman would, and as fascinating, I think, as the transient tenement situation is, I'd like to focus on the business space, which is what's before this board today. Has there been any evidence of any other kind of business previously operating in that space?
So the nail salon's been operating for years. This isn't a new development. It was before folks were living there. It was before Department of Housing came by. They'd been operating for a number of years. And so I think there's a number of things that are concerning, and I completely understand the point related to the residential. For me, it's more about the person operating the business. And it is either being ignorant or outright facetious. So in the conversations I've had, and I spoke to the applicant directly, she told me each individual was paying rent, not per unit. She walked me through the rates. She was very aware of what was happening. So it's not an ignorance of it. You don't have 40 people in a building that should only house 5 and not know what's happening. So that in itself, when I listen to the answer, is what has me responding differently. Because it's one thing to be in a situation where you're trying to help and now this is ballooned. I don't know how you get from 5 people to 40 and you're just doing it out of altruistic means while charging people $200 plus a week. That doesn't seem to me like it's helping people out. And I would also say, and I'm just responding to some of the other responses, it wasn't because there were Venezuelans in a building partying. It's because it's a building that only supposed to have 5 people that have 40 people in it. It would be those people who were operating that, which was her and her partner, as well as they were operating a business, doing that. They also have people in the commercial space living. So they were making that choice as an operator of the business and owner of the property. So those were things we're operating. It was operating as a salon for years.
And Alderman, thank you for that. So if we are to take the applicant at her word that her partner or previous partner was at least primarily operating the tenant portion, the upstairs residential portion, insofar as the ground floor of the business is concerned, where allegedly the nail salon has been operating now for a number of years, has your office, just again in relation to that particular portion of the business, received complaints operationally, things that have not or haven't been on the up and up that have been going on there?
We had gotten some questions at the beginning, kind of when it started, just asking what was happening there, right? I wouldn't say we had outright complaints as far as the business operations in and of themselves. I think most people thought it was just operating as such, and apparently was doing so without a license. It was later on when it was housing people that then we started hearing more and more about the activity, both from folks who were patrons as well as folks who were living in a nearby area.
Commissioner, yeah.
Yeah, I do have a question for the applicant. I am just wondering, how long were you operating as a nail or hair salon in this space on Western? So what was the timeline for during which you were operating?
When we first came in, it was in 2023. And we didn't really start because the city came in and really fixed the whole entire front, right? And I guess the whole entire Western in our area. So they kind of tear down the whole entire pavement and then fix it. So it was taking for many, many months. Not until I would say 2024 is when we started to open. So that was when we started to open in 2024 fully. The reason ignorance is definitely not, like you say, is definitely not right. But because of the partnership, I just pretty much responsible for running the business, which is my business. I have nothing to do with the resident upstairs or the basement. That is not in my control. The person that does all that is really my partner at the time. So he's in charge of mostly of those operations. And he was very, I know that he makes sure that the alderman is aware of what's going on. And the alderman was there to help us, to make sure the people, he sat down with his staff, talked to every single person that was there to make sure and help them to situate it to find a place to stay. And they did all of that process. So we were relying on them because all it started was really back in 2024 when all of this is
I have
happening.
Another question. I'm just wondering, sounds like you started getting the space ready to operate in 2023. You opened
The end of the 2023.
the end of 2023. You opened and started operations in 2024. When did you become aware that you did need a license?
That's when I found out, and that's when he go in and he start applying for it online to ask for the
When?
added.
The
I
question
think it
was
was
when-
sometime in 2024 is when he requested it. And
who requested?
Tony, he requested for it online and he added nails and things like that. For the hair, it's mostly for rental. That's all we do. But the nails is what we do. So I say, okay. And I somehow, some way, he's saying that it did not go through. So for me, that is my issue. That's why we not in that partner, because I don't know. I just moved and I say everybody has a role and my role is running the operation, which is the nail salon. That was my role. His role is on the other part.
It's okay. You don't need to keep repeating yourself.
Yes, I apologize. Mhm.
I have a few questions, just as one is a follow-up. When did you stop when did you
August
stop
in
operating?
2025.
So it was operating as a nail
Yes.
salon from 2024 till August 2025, okay. And then you mentioned Mind and Body and that you had a license for that. What is Mind and Body?
Mind and Body is what it was requested back in 2022.
What
So
is
it's
it?
early.
What is it?
Mind and Body is just thinking of going to do physical care, to do chiropractic care, to pretty much on that aspect of what we wanted to do, massage or just, stretches. And that was the original premise of what we wanted to do.
And were you doing that there?
Originally, that's what we wanted to do, but we couldn't really go through that to hire people and to do all of
Okay.
that.
And the license for that, you said you had a license for that. Was that a license that allowed you to do, a license for massages?
Not, found out it's not for massage. So,
But chiropractic care also requires.
yeah, but we don't have any chiropractic care. That was just the original premise of just mind and body.
But what
So
was
what
the
part of this-
license for that you got, what license did you get for mind and body? What was the license?
I guess when that I don't know, because once that was putting on, it's just with the city, just the mind and body, and it just approved. That was what it was done.
In looking at the application, it looks like there was a fitness center application that was
Yes.
applied for and issued. What were the services that were being offered under the mind and body concept?
We never really operate fully as a mind and body.
Okay, not fully, so partially what was being offered?
It was a mind and body. We had something that's called like the foot detox, right? It's on the body for detoxing. It's a special detox. It has a machine that you just put your feet there and it's actually pull out the toxin from your body. And you can literally see all the toxin is floating. And that's what part of the care that is being done.
Okay. Are there any other questions? We're going to take this under advisement.
Yeah, let's take this under advisement.
Okay. We will be taking this under advisement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin.
Yes. Can the applicant please, can you repeat your name for the record, please?
We have your name. Oh, he didn't. I'm sorry.
Lynn Trong? Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want to read the recommendation on the record?
Oh, there was a recommendation for the nail salon from the Department of Planning. But we will be taking, there wasn't anything additional on it, so we're going to be taking this under advisement.
Appreciate that. Thank you, everyone.
Going back to regular order, case 6126Z, 3160.
Thank you. Mhm. Thank you.
Victor, could we pass this one?
No restroom breaks allowed. I'm just kidding.
What?
I say we go out of order. We'll skip the next.
Yeah.
ones.
Next case, 6326S, 4757 South Ashland.
Easy one. Thank you. Easy, easy.
Good morning.
Okay.
Clear to them.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so can you give us your name and address?
Yeah, my name is Sherifanyo. My name is Sherifanyo, and the address is 4757 South Ashland.
Okay, and can you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony today will be true and correct? And do you swear that the application is submitted is still true and correct? Okay, thank you. And for the record, we do have a recommendation from the Department of Planning, a positive recommendation. Okay, so this is for hair service facility, and I'm going to turn it over to my fellow commissioner here to ask you a few questions.
Thank you. Are you licensed under the state of Illinois to perform the hair services
I'm certified, like I finished the school and we're waiting for the license.
And you've got the certification for that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Will you have any staff that you're hiring to work at this site?
Sorry,
Will you be hiring any additional staff members?
for now, it will be only me.
Okay. And what hours of operation will you be open?
From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and that will be always with appointment, by appointment. So,
By appointment only, okay. If you do hire anybody else in the future, will you make sure that they have the proper certifications to
yes.
do those services?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. No more questions.
Any other questions? If not, I move that we approve this matter. Okay, Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, it's approved.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Next case, 6426S, 557 West Diversity.
Got it.
Thank y'all. Did we go back? Okay. It was on the notes that I didn't transfer. Morning.
Morning.
Okay, so you're representing yourself, correct?
Correct.
All right, so raise your right hand. Wait, first, just give us your name and address.
My name is Gabriel Cavallero, and the address is 557 West Diversity Parkway.
Okay, raise your right hand. You swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes,
And do you swear that the application as submitted is still true and correct?
yes,
Okay, thank you. So real briefly, this is a barbershop hair service that you're establishing? Okay.
yes.
I'm going to pass this again on to Commissioner Staley.
Thank you. Good morning. Could you affirm that you are licensed to provide these services by the state of Illinois?
Yes, I do.
Will you have any staff that will be working at your location?
Yes.
Okay. How many staff are you thinking about hiring?
Initially, around the first 2 months, 2 barbers.
Okay.
And then around summertime, when it picks up, the maximum capacity is to be 6 chairs.
Okay.
So,
Can you confirm that will all of the members of your staff who will be performing hair services, will they all be licensed as well? And you will ensure that they'll be licensed?
yes, correct.
Okay. And then what are the hours of operation for your business?
Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 9 to 8, Saturday, 9 to 9, and Sunday, 9 to 5.
Okay, thank you. No additional questions.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, in that case, I move that we move to approve this application. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Best of luck.
Good luck to you.
Going back to the first case, 6126Z, 3116 North Colmar.
I'm here to translate.
Okay, good morning. In which case, let's start with the translator.
My name is Violeta Perez.
Okay, can you just raise your right hand? And do you swear that you will be translating from English to Spanish, correct? And that your testimony will be true and correct,
Yes.
your translation will be true and correct. Thank you. And can I have the applicant also state his name and address? Su nombre.
Mi nombre es Johnny Robles, la dirección 3116 North Colmar Avenue.
The address is 3116 North Colmar Avenue.
Thank you. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony today will be true and correct?
Sí. Sí.
Yes.
And do you swear that one more time, do you swear that the application is submitted is still true and correct?
Sí.
Okay. I think we need a little bit of a explanation. Or do you
Okay.
want to ask what?
No, I'd like
I
an
would
overview
like-
first.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd like.
Yeah, I would like a,
Overview of the application.
yeah, I would as well. I just thought you might want to ask some questions first. I would like to, we would like an explanation. This is an unusual request.
Sobre por qué estamos haciendo
An
esto.
overview.
La razón de la seguridad de mis hijos.
Pero ¿qué es lo que qué estamos haciendo?
Para,
Hiciste, que los postes y todo.
por eso, la razón hice para mis hijos, para que jueguen en la casa. Porque afuera de la casa, en la calle, hay drogas, en el parque salía y los miraba como haciendo drogas.
Pero incluye lo que hice, que por qué estamos aplicando, que hiciste los postes y
Por los postes, por las mallas y por el resto, por los gates y atrás.
oh yes. Okay, well, he began stating reasons why he established what is happening here, which was a neighborhood concern for safety. I had advised him what exactly we're doing in the yard. So then he said he had built the posts, the nettings to keep balls from going into neighbors' yards and to the rear gate to protect their kids from leaving the property.
I have a number of questions.
Go for it.
So the height of these posts are wildly outside of the realm of what's allowed
Están muy altos
under
postes.
the ordinance. What is the need for it to be 24 feet in height, which is, almost commercial grade soccer or, play field, play lot level netting?
Yes. Dicen que en las ordinanzas sobre esto, las medidas de los postes pasan demasiado, porque es la razón que los postes están hasta 24 pies.
Que siempre que pasaban la bola al otro lado nos ponchaban.
He said that anytime any balls would go over to a neighbor's home, the neighbors would pop the balls and not return them.
Okay.
So essentially the balls, to prevent the balls from flying over into another yard.
Okay, so typically a request for a variation is intended to be in response to a hardship. Could he testify as to what the hardship is that is created? It has to be addressing a hardship that needs to be addressed by specifically the remedy that is being asked for. So I'm failing to understand what the hardship is. I mean, if a ball goes over a fence, in my mind, that does not rise to the level of a hardship that would require the construction of posts and a 24-foot net. So is there any other testimony that he would like to offer as to the hardship that is being addressed by building such a significant structure?
Que si tienes otra razón
La
fuera
raz-
de las pelotas,
La
yendo a
razón
otras
para,
yardas.
para evitar muchos problemas con los vecinos, para que no nos estén dando complaint todo el tiempo que las bolas al otro lado.
It is a neighbor issue. They have significant issues with one of the neighbors. And when they remedied this, the neighbors were happy because the balls don't go over anymore. But he is stating that it is a neighbor issue.
Okay. So typically, when there are issues with neighbors, it's not worked out through construction of 24-foot posts. So I'm having a hard time understanding the specific hardship that's being addressed here. I'm just standing on the record. I don't believe that this rises to the level that meets the criteria for a variation. But happy to cede the floor to other commissioners if there are questions on this.
No veía
I have a question. How many, I guess, how many balls have gone over the neighbor's fence and have been, I guess, in his words, popped, that necessitated this remedy?
¿Cuántas veces han tenido el problema con las bolas en las yardas de los vecinos que causó usted armar estos postes?
Siempre todos los veranos.
Pero ¿cuántas bolas está preguntando?
O no, muchas.
¿Cuántas
De,
veces?
de fútbol americano,
Pero no tienen
de básquet.
¿cuántas
ya las-
veces?
no, muchas.
He does not have a number, just
I assume this is his children that are
yes.
playing in the yard. Is there some kind of monetary impact that he could maybe estimate that, loss of, let's say, 100 soccer balls or, something of that sort?
Tienes costo, que un total de costo de las bolas dañadas que han tenido, más o menos.
A mí no podría decirlo porque fueran muchas anyway. ¿Quién me los va a pagar? No los va a pagar nadie.
I don't have a cost at this time. There's too many to remember.
I also have another question. There, on the application, it was identified that there were violations that he was cited for in terms of something, conditions of the backyard. Could he testify a little bit more about what that is?
Había violaciones en la propiedad anteriores. ¿Puedes recordar cuáles violaciones menos los postes tenías en la yarda?
Mm, sí. Porque nunca me ha llegado una carta de la ciudad.
Pero sí teníamos registradas las violaciones.
No.
Solamente era del
Yo-
poste.
No, nunca, porque yo saqué permisos para hacer una adición y nunca la hice.
He does not remember the violations. He remembers he pulled a permit for an addition that he did not
Second floor.
do the work for on the second floor.
I don't think that's what it was referencing.
But it might be what triggered it. It might be what triggered it. It might not be referencing. but it might be
Right.
what triggered.
I have a question. Have there been any threats of violence from neighbors or others?
Dan. Unos vecinos han dicho que les van a hacer daño en cualquier manera.
La señora una vez me llamó, la vecina de como de 3, 4 casas de mi, al lado norte, que era a las 2 de la tarde como estábamos ahí haciendo carnitas y un poco con música, pero a eso fue temprano.
No threats of violence. He just received complaints from neighbors of being loud or disturbing the neighborhood. But he has not been threatened by any neighbors, he said.
And does he still receive those complaints?
Todavía
No.
no.
I had a few questions. It looked like from the application and the drawings that we received that the entire rear yard is currently cemented. Is that accurate?
Toda la yarda está llena de concreto.
Sí.
Yes, that is correct.
So is there any permeable surface there?
Hay área donde puede absorber cualquier lluvia o agua.
A los lados,
¿En dónde? ¿En dónde los lados por el
Del-
fence?
por el fence. Por los-
There's only he
por lo-
says there's a small area of grass near the fence.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't
He
hear.
said there's a small area of grass near the fence on the edges, but other than that, no.
And this was all done at the same time as the poles were put up or at a different time?
¿Hizo el concreto al mismo tiempo que los postes o a un tiempo diferente?
Tiempo diferente,
¿Cuándo? ¿Después o antes de los postes?
después de los postes.
Was that a different time after he had put up the posts with
Okay.
the net?
The reason that I ask that is that I believe that there's a certain amount, I don't know for sure, but I assume that but I'm sure, what I am sure of is that if there were permits that were pulled for any of these activities, that then he would find out what would be exactly required, because there are often some requirements, especially because I don't know if, whether this is one of the neighborhoods where there's a lot of flooding, but when there isn't the ability for water to be for permeable surfaces of some sort, that that contributes to the floodings that happen in our basements. The And, okay, so I guess the only other question I had really goes back to ones already asked, which is, has there been any other construction other than what we're dealing with today here, and other than the poles?
¿Has hecho otra construcción de parte de lo que estamos viendo ahorita?
No.
No.
And how long have you owned the house?
¿Tanto has sido dueño de la casa?
Más de 20 años, 23 años.
About 23 years.
And when did you put up the fence, I mean, the poles?
¿Los postes cuándo los pusiste?
No estoy seguro si fue en el 18 o 19.
Between 2018 and 2019.
Okay, and how many children do you have that play back there?
¿Cuántos niños
Tres.
juegan atrás? 3 children.
And how old are they?
¿Cuántos años tienen?
Ahora el último 23.
The chico?
Ujú.
The youngest is 23 now.
Pero
Eh,
ahora
de-
tengo mis nietos.
I have grandkids now, he says.
I'm
that play
sorry,
in the
what?
yard. He has grandkids that play in the yard as well now.
Okay. How many grandkids?
¿Cuántos? 4.
And their ages, the range?
¿Cuántos años
De
tienen?
2 a 7.
From 2 to 7.
And did they live with you, or do they visit?
¿Viven con ustedes?
Sí.
Yes, they live with me.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Commissioner
I
Howard?
was just for clarity, I was just gonna ask if you could describe all of what this space is used for. So is it only used for the children or is it used for something else? And how often is the space used?
Si puedes explicar todos los usos para la yarda.
Normalmente para los cumpleaños de mis nietos, para que jueguen ellos en el verano, a veces nosotros también de
Birthday parties for kids, when the kids play in the yard, whenever they have cookouts in the backyard. That's what it's used for.
So how often do they play ball?
¿Qué tantas veces juegan?
no, sometimes, no todo el tiempo.
Said sometimes, ¿cuántas veces en el verano? ¿Todos los días? ¿A veces?
No, no.
¿Que juegan en la
Yeah,
yarda?
los weekends maybe, los fines de semana.
On the
Pero
weekends?
Una vez al mes o 2 veces al mes. O a veces se juntan los hijos de también y los amigos de mis hijos.
Ujú.
Pero no mucho, una vez al mes tal vez. O
Pero
una vez.
los nietos de usted.
Oh, los nietos
Sí,
también.
sus nietos. I'm sorry, he thought you meant how many times he has company over. The kids play daily outside in the yard.
And what do they play?
What do they play? ¿Qué juegan en la yarda?
El soccer juegan, tienen todo.
Soccer, all their toys are in the yard, so whatever they have access to in the
Okay,
yard.
so it's during soccer that the balls go over because they kick.
Por el fútbol se va la pelota.
Sí.
So
Yeah,
we're talking
because
about
of
2 to
soccer.
7-year-olds. Okay. Okay, thank you. Anyone else?
No, I have no
Okay.
further questions.
We'll take this under advisement.
Take it under advisement.
Yeah, we'll be taking this under advisement.
Okay, van a tomar un poco de tiempo para revisar todo.
Ok,
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
gracias.
Going back to regular order, case 6526S, 335 West Belmont.
Good morning.
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 Good morning.
So are you both applicants?
He's the
Who's-
business owner,
Yeah,
and I am the person who's helping with the application, just in case he needs any document, I'm here.
okay, so can I have you both raise your right hand? Well, first, want their name and address first. Okay, let me have each of your names and address first, one at a time.
My name is Javari Padilla. My address is 3026 Pearl Street, Franklin Park.
Okay, that's the applicant.
My name is Marta Campoverde, and my address 5126 West Belmont Avenue.
Thanks. So she's the expediter. I don't know. Where's she from? But Bill, I'm going to have one. Sure. Can you raise your right hand, both of you? Do you swear that your testimony today will be true and correct?
Yes.
And for the applicant, do you swear that the application as submitted is still true and correct? Okay, and we do have a recommendation of approval from the Department of Planning and Development that will go into the record. So for the applicant, can you give us just a really brief overview of just what you're doing, real brief?
Yes. So I am opening a barbershop. Not just a business. I want to be a community space where people could feel safe and welcome. I'd like the shop to participate in local neighborhood events, sponsor local youth groups and activities, and host back to school events as well for the community, as well as offering premium and luxury services for men and kids and women around the neighborhood.
Okay. Commissioner Staley.
Are you licensed to provide, to be a barber?
I have successfully completed all my schooling requirements. I'm currently awaiting on the issuance of my license.
Perfect. And so you won't start to
No, I will
offer
not
anything until
offer-
you're
yes,
fully licensed?
yes.
Okay. Will you be hiring any staff to work in your?
Yes, I will.
And if anybody's providing barber services, will you ensure that they're also licensed
Yes.
appropriately? What are the hours that you're planning on operating?
My hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 6.
Okay.
And Sunday you're closed.
Sunday we're closed, yes.
And then how many staff do you think you'll have at max capacity?
Just 2 other people.
Okay. Thank you. No other questions.
Anyone else? All right, well then I move that we approve this application. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni.
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs.
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes. Matters approved.
Thank
Good luck to you.
Thank you guys so much.
Next two cases, 626Z, 67 to 26Z, 816 West Buckingham Place, Unit 1.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Morning.
Happy
I'm-
Friday.
I'm Patricia Zygmunt Roverud, 816 West Buckingham Place.
Stephen Ball, 816 West Buckingham Place.
Okay, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony today before us will be true and correct?
Do.
Okay, great. And do you swear that the testimony as submitted is still true and correct?
We do.
Great. And can one of you just give us a really quick overview?
Our garage is starting to collapse on the roof, so all we're going to try and do is replace it in the exact same spot that it is and with the exact same dimensions. But I think the zoning is 2 feet and we're 1 foot based on, it was built in 1999, so.
Yeah, so when it was originally built,
Yeah.
it had a different zoning than it is now, and so
Correct.
you just need to have you're asking for us to approve
Repair.
rebuilding it exactly where it was in the same sight lines
Correct.
that was previously approved, but the zoning has changed. Is
Right,
that
and using the same concrete slab that's already
Okay.
there.
Anyone else? Any questions? All right, in that case, I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs.
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter's approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Next case, 6826S, 2653 through 59 South Kildare.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. My name is Steve Friedland. I'm an attorney at Applegate and Thorne Thompson, here representing Erie Neighborhood House. Let me introduce my witnesses first. Next to me is Christina De La Rosa, who's the executive director of Erie House, our architect Jaime Torres, and our land use expert Karim Musawar.
Okay, thank you. Let me get the, good morning.
Good morning.
Let me get the applicant and the witnesses to raise your right hand. Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes.
Okay, and for the applicant, do you swear that the application as submitted continues to be true and correct?
Yes.
And there is from the Department of Planning a recommendation for approval with some Conditions, have you had a chance to read them?
Yes,
Do you agree with them? Do you have any problems with any of them?
we're okay with that.
Okay. They will become part of the record.
Great. You like a quick?
Really
Really
quick
quick.
overview.
Erie House, long-standing not-for-profit, 150 years in existence. They are going to build a new 5-story building at this location on Kildare. It is going to have a number of the uses that they do, social service programs, resources for children, youth, mental health and community wellness programs, adult education, legal services, very typical of other projects that they have. That qualifies as a community center under the ordinance, so we're here before you for a special use for that purpose.
And this is an expansion of your program into another community?
Sorry?
Is this an expansion of your it's a new location, right, into a different community?
We already are in the community. We've been in the community for 20 years, but we rent. And so we're looking
Oh,
to
okay.
own our own space and provide more robust services.
Okay, great. Any questions?
No.
No, we're all aware of you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank
Okay,
you for
so
everything you do.
I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes, and
I vote yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
I vote yes,
Thank
the
you.
matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
7026. So easy. 2547 West 102nd Place.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
Morning.
Morning. Kind of like that flow. Good morning, Counselor. Can you real quickly just introduce your folks?
Yes, the applicant is Scott Heisterman, and with his attorney Brian Griffin. Architect. I have, oh my God.
You're the attorney. he's the
I am the
architect.
attorney. And then I'm the attorney, Josh Browdy.
Okay, so can I get the applicant and the witness to raise your right hand? Do you swear your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes.
And for the applicant, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so Counselor, we really need a very brief overview. This is pretty simple.
That's fine. The subject property is at 2547 West 100th and Second Place. We're requesting a variance due to the unique shape of the lot. It's on a triangular lot that's bisected by a cul-de-sac. And we're seeking a variation to reduce the rear setback from 27.8 feet to 21.38 feet to permit construction of a new 2-story rear addition with a basement. That rear setback borders, doesn't have anyone behind it. It directly borders the B&O Railroad corridor. And we're happy to answer any questions.
Okay. Any questions? No questions. There are none, in which case I make a motion, I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds. Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
No testimony necessary.
Cases 7126Z and 7226Z, 4721 South Union.
All right. Counselor, can you introduce your witness and applicants?
Yes, so we have Jeanette and Marina Cruz, who are powers of attorney to Juan Cruz, who is the property owner, and the architect is Brian McNichols.
Okay, so can I have all of the three of you, raise your right hands. Do you swear that the testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes.
And and for the applicants, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct? Okay. And can you introduce yourselves? Did you give us their name?
I did. It's Jeanette and Marina Cruz.
Okay, thank you. All right, so Counselor, can you give us a very brief overview?
Yes. My name's Josh Browdy. I'm with Birchwood Law. The subject property is at 4721 South Union Avenue. It's improved with a two-story residential building and an existing two-car detached garage. The variation is to reduce, requested is to reduce the minimum required rear setback from 32.79 feet to 3.15 feet, reduce the north side setback from 2 feet to 1.32 feet for a total combined side yard setback of 5.0 feet to 3.92 feet to allow an as-built detached two-car garage occupying more than 60% of the required rear setback and to reduce the minimum required rear yard open space from 450 square feet to 0 square feet. Essentially, there's been a garage that's been in place on the property that does not meet zoning requirements. The owner hired a contractor, believed that all the work was done properly, and the garage has been in place for over 20 years and was just recently told that it was not up to code, that it was not done properly, and they are seeking this variance to rectify that. This project is supported by the owner's alderman, the Honorable Raymond Lopez, and 3 neighbors, Ariana and Island Morales at 4715 South Union, Yan Wu at 4725 South Union, and Alvaro Martinez at 4717 South Union.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions? No, okay. I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley,
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved. Easy peasy.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Next two cases, 75-2060, 76-2060, 1441 North State Parkway.
Morning, Commissioner. Counselor. Can you introduce your witnesses and your applicant?
Yes, to my right is John Holmes, the property owner, and to his right is Michael Abraham, the project architect.
Okay, and can I get the two of you to raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
I do.
And for the applicant, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct?
I do.
Thank you. And so, Counselor, can you give us a brief overview?
Sure.
Real brief.
So good morning, Chairwoman Schiller and Commissioners of the Zoning Board of Appeals. For the record, my name is Aaron Dorsey of the law firm of Dyke & McGossett. We represent the applicants John Holmes and Ginny Sorensen in the variation applications for 1441 North State Parkway. The subject property is an existing 3-story single-family residence with an existing rear terrace and carport. We are here today to request a variation in the rear and side yard setbacks and a variation in the rear yard open space requirement in order to allow for the construction of a garage with a roof terrace and a 3-story rear addition. The applicant is engaged with surrounding property owners regarding the variation requests and has received a letter of support. The applicant has also engaged with the Gold Coast Neighbors Association, which did not have any concerns with the application. We have also briefed Alderman Knutson's office regarding the variegation requests and the outreach to the surrounding neighbors, and have received a letter of support which is to be on file with the committee.
Yeah. And I see that there are actually some interested parties. Are any of you here and do you need to testify? They're all in support, so I just want to check and make sure we're good. Okay. Any questions? All right, I make a motion to approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved. No questions.
Thank you.
Okay, this is another one. Morning.
Good morning,
Morning.
Madam Chairman.
So Counselor, can you introduce your witness and applicants?
Yes. Just for the record, I am Tom Pekarsky of the law firm of Gordon and Pekarsky representing this matter. Joining me is Salvador Sebastian, who is the property owner and applicant, and Paul Chavis, who is the project architect.
Okay, so can I have the two of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that any testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes.
And and for the applicant, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct? Okay, Counselor, brief overview.
Okay, I'll dispense with my prepared notes and
Yeah.
get to the point. Mr. Sebastian is seeking to construct a second story addition with a slate rear addition as well. We will be following the foundation lines of the underlying existing home. The problem comes in with the application in that we're asking for 0-foot side yards on the front, on the sides and rear. That is due to a pre-existing fence that is over 6 feet in height. This fence, so the fence is on the property line on the sides and the rear, resulting in a 0-foot side and rear yard request. However, the structure itself will be supplying sufficient, more than ample sides, front, and rear yard. Is 3.05 foot north side yard, a 5.7 foot south side yard, 20-foot front yard, and a 55-foot rear yard. So the actual structure itself will be supplying ample yards. The fence was present when Mr. Sebastian bought the home. He did not construct the fence, and so he comes into this with clean hands. However, a fence of this style is not out of character in the neighborhood. The property directly south at 6211 has a similarly sized fence along its rear property line, as does the property at 6231 and 6251, all on the same block. This fence, again, pre-existed our owner, Mr. Sebastian's ownership. But even if it didn't, it is not out of character with similar features in the neighborhood. And we have, during our term of ownership, have received no complaints about it from neighbors. Just one point that I'd like the chair to take judicial notice of is that in 1993, the Zoning Board of Appeals granted almost identical variations for a second floor addition to our neighbor directly to the south at 6211.
Okay, I have a couple questions. The real problem that I'm having is that we don't have the comparable photos for the neighbors that are actually requested in the application packet.
Okay.
So we really need you to be doing that because, I mean, I appreciate you've made testimony today and obviously I'm sure it's truthful, but it would be helpful. We need to see those pictures. We
I-
need to see those photos.
I understand, and we will be bulking up our packages.
And please, in the future, because I think that's not the first time, but I do have a question, and I need you to point out the pictures that we have. I couldn't tell for sure where this fence was
Okay.
on the pictures. So which one would it be in?
The fences along both side yards. Both,
It's shown in the,
I believe we have a photo from the rear of our, further back from the rear of our property that, that we supplied. Yeah, it's there, it's along both
Right there.
both side yards, starting at about, starting at the rear yard, so you can see the door.
so it's in the back of the house.
Correct, correct. And along the rear property line.
Is there, does this property have a garage?
The property does have a garage, but this is also a sliding gate at the rear property for an extra pad space.
So does it connect to the garage? Or is it, how does it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does connect to the
Okay,
garage.
thank you. It's just not clear here, so I needed to ask that. Are there other questions? Anything else?
I'd like probably just more descriptive pictures in the future for just ease of understanding what exactly is
Yeah.
being sought.
I can,
Understand what's happening here, so thank you.
I appreciate what you're saying, and we will be
That would be
bulking up our.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay, in that case, I make a motion to approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day.
Day.
Okay, 7826 East, 2430 West, 25th Street.
Morning. You representing yourself?
No, ma'am. My attorney's here. Our architect.
Where are they? Oh, they're coming.
My
Okay.
architect. Might have gone to the bath. Yes.
Pass it.
There he is. There he is.
Morning.
Good morning, Madam Chairman, members of the committee. Sorry, I was a little slow getting down here.
Can you,
Started.
can you introduce your applicant and witness?
I sure will. My name is Mark Kupiec. I'm the attorney for the applicant, and I have with me the team is the applicant Raul Cisneros, and next to him, project architect Zenon Kurdziel.
Morning. So can the two of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
I do.
And for the applicant, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. Really brief overview.
Understood. Thank you very much. This is a vacant lot. Looks like it's been vacant forever. Raul wants to build a 3-unit residential building on this lot. R4 zoning district, which ordinarily allows a 3-flat building. The unique situation is it's a little smaller, narrow substandard lot. For the 3-flat, he needs 3,000 square feet, and he's short 23 square feet. And we need the variation. That's why we're here. For what it's worth, myself and Raul had talked to the next door neighbor, and I had talked to the aldermanic staff and confirmed that we're here only because we're 23 feet short. So that's the overview of the case. And either of the witnesses would be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions? No questions. In that case, I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley,
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Case 7926C, 5792 North Elston.
Morning.
Morning. Counselor, can you introduce your applicants and witness?
Yes, Madam Chairman, members of the board, my name is Mark Kupiec, represent the applicant. And I have with me the applicant and the owners, Menardo and Menchie Villaber, owners and actually occupants of the house on the premises. And we have our project architect, Ed Young, seated down there.
And could the three of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct? And for the applicants, do you swear that the application as submitted continues to be true and correct? Thank you. Brief overview?
Yes, Madam Chairman. This is a case 5792 North Elston. And Elston actually kind of explains our hardship. Elston is an angle street, and this property is at the end of the block. So in effect, a triangle-shaped lot. Actually, the applicant and his wife live in the building on the subject property. When the building itself was first built many years ago, this board granted a variation to allow the building to be built on that lot, a lot same size as it was then. Later, a garage was built. The garage was built with another variation from this board with actually very similar relief to what we're asking for today because it is a small triangular shaped lot. So the improvements that we're looking to confirm is a garage rooftop deck with a solid metal roof, a trellis structure, pergola type structure, and access stairs to the existing garage.
Just clarify for a second. So the garage was built with the approval of the ZBA?
Yes.
And we hear about the deck. What do we hear about?
The garage rooftop deck, it's got a trellis, a pergola on
And
top of the garage.
And that's what we're here for.
And we're here just for the rooftop deck with the trellis, pergola, and the access stairs to the rooftop deck.
Which are pre-existing.
Well, Menardo's happy to explain the problem he had with the architect that he hired and paid a lot of money, who had agreed to not only build the improvements, but also get all necessary permits.
So if we can get that information, that'd be great.
Menardo, would you, in that microphone, state your name and your address?
My name is Menardo Villaber, 5792 North Elston Avenue. Well, it just happens that we hired the wrong contractor with all the cherry picking. They said they're gonna do all of this for us, architect, the permitting for the premises and the excavating of that place. We paid them to include that in the package. But, when things are all done, we ask them for the permit and they don't come up with nothing. It's just zero. But we paid them with that kind of money.
Do you remember the name of the architect?
The
Miss, would you you gotta state your name and address for the.
No.
No, this one. That was good. State your name and your address so they know who's talking.
My name is Manchi Velaber, 5792 North Elston.
Good.
And what
Now
were you going to
say it
say?
again.
Yeah, who is the,
The architect,
Yes.
the architect.
Urban Rooftop on Diversey Avenue.
So they were the contractors and also the architect? They provided the architect
Yeah,
for
they
you?
said they were gonna provide.
And they were the ones who said they would do the permitting?
Yes, yes, that we will pay, you know.
And when was this?
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
I even kept some of the email that conversation between her and them. And I got it here.
So, and I guess what triggered, how did you find out the permits weren't issued?
When we had to pay the last, you know, the final payment, and I was looking at the, you know, at the bill and it wasn't there.
So you weren't cited for it, you figured it out on your own? And then you applied for, so that's how you went
Yes,
to
'cause-
apply for the permit and they said you had to come here?
Correct, because we wanna comply with the city and, you know, we want it saved.
Mm-hmm. I understand. And you did that on your own initiative?
Yes.
Okay, thank
I
you.
commend you for that. That's.
Yeah.
That's pretty unusual.
Unusual that we get something that hasn't been cited.
Money, money,
Thank
money.
you for that.
Well, they obviously knew what to do. They just didn't know it wasn't done.
Yeah.
That's
Madam
pretty
Chairman, I'd also mention, we did notify Alderman Gardner, the ward alderman, and actually Alderman Gardner came out to look at it because it was built
Mhm.
and looked at it, expressed no problem, and
Yeah.
so for what that's worth.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds. Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'll wait for you. A couple more minutes.
Of the month, right there.
There you.
Okay, what are we doing here? That's pretty cool. This one is pretty straightforward, right? All right, Counselor, you're busy today.
Yes.
Can you introduce your witness
Sure.
and applicants?
Madam Chairman, Mark Kupiak, attorney for the applicants. And I have with me today, I've got Javier Lagunas and his daughter,
Jacqueline Laguna.
Jacqueline Lagunas. And Jacqueline is here. Javier's English sometimes a little bit limited, so Jacqueline is here if he needs any translation.
And are they both applicants or is he the
No,
only?
just Javier is one of the co-owners of this two-flat.
Okay, okay. And,
And then we have one of the project architects, Mark Cabanilla.
okay, so Jackie, I need you to raise your right hand. Do you swear that your translation from English to Spanish and Spanish to English today will be true and correct?
Yes.
Thank you. And can I get the rest of you to raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony before us today from you will be true and correct? And for the applicant, are you understanding and entiende? For the applicant, do you swear that the application as submitted continues to be true and correct? Okay, perfect.
Good.
Overview, quick.
Overview, yes.
Just for the record, I want to say we say that for anyone listening because we've already reviewed all the materials. But I know that there may be people who are listening who might want to, or watching that may want to have a sense of it. So that's why we asked for a quick overview.
Understood. And
Yeah.
I would certainly confirm that we had filed a nice thick application package. So I'm well aware with photos, exhibits labeled, et cetera, et cetera.
We know that. I just thought I should explain to folks that might be listening that why aren't we getting more information?
A good point. And actually, it's good for the clients to hear too, that there was a lot of paperwork that they didn't
Right.
see everything. Anyway, the overview is Javier has a next door neighbor that has a beautiful front porch. And the neighbor is able to sit on that front porch on a nice day and watch the neighbors walk by and walk their dogs. And he would like to have a front porch just like that. Wants to hire the same contractor to build the same front porch. The porch is an open porch, but it does have a roof. And the fact that the roof extends from the front of the building, not a permitted obstruction in the front yard. So in order to build this porch with the roof, we need the variation that we're asking for today.
Got it. Any questions? All right, I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you, thank you.
You.
8126.
Wait for me a couple minutes. Thank you.
Okay, this is one I have. Did we do else? Yes. Got the right one, Counselor? Okay, you're on.
Madam
You know the
Madam
drill.
Chairman, members of the board, my name Mark Kupiec. I'm the attorney for the applicant. And I have with me today, I've got, on behalf of the applicant, Nick Daoud, sitting next to me, and next to him, our project architect, Boris Cuevas.
Okay.
And
Can the two of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and correct?
Yes.
For the applicant, do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct?
Yes.
And I have before me a recommendation for approval from the Department of Planning with some recommendations attached. Have you had an opportunity to read these? And this is
yeah,
for the.
we did, Nick, we read that letter?
Yes.
And
Yes.
is that okay with, I mean, do
Yes.
you
Yes.
intend to file that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the main condition, if I read that, is the date on the plans, because the planning department did suggest some
Those
small
plans.
revisions in the plans, which we made those revisions, updated the plans with that current date, which you see on the letter.
So if it does, just that it be consistent with that.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, this will be entered into the record. Brief overview, if you will.
Right. And this is, I'll just say briefly, originally started out with, because of the number of apartments, with a zoning change, with a lengthy community process with Alderman Rodriguez, with the community group, Avondale Neighbors participated. And with that community process, the city council rezoned this property specifically for this project as a type 1 application. So we had a lengthy community process. The plan, and it actually not too complicated. It's a existing mixed-use building. He's preserving that mixed-use building, and the mixed-use building does have commercial on the ground floor, and he's going to preserve commercial on the ground floor in the front portion of the building. But Nick is actually very familiar with that neighborhood, and it's a tough market for commercial real estate and tenants. And he was afraid that if the commercial space is too big, it'd be too hard to rent. So the architect's plan was to, instead of having that big commercial space front to back, commercial in the front, but the idea was to duplex one of the second floor apartments, duplex it down to the first floor rear. That's why you'll have a smaller commercial space, easier to rent, and you'll have more square footage for the tenant who's going to occupy that duplex unit.
Okay.
So it's just the one duplex unit that's duplex down to the first floor
In the rear.
in a commercial zoning district requires a special use.
Okay. So it's in the rear and the retail in the front continues to be there.
Yes.
Any questions? I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
26S, 5849 North Milwaukee Avenue.
Where's our samples?
Oh,
Usually do have. I know. We're done. We're withdrawing. Withdrawing.
he's asking for samples. We'll do that next time.
Oh.
I apologize.
We had them at the community meeting
Yeah.
and they were out in minutes.
I'm glad I didn't hear it. Okay. uh, Counselor, can you, yeah, just introduce yourself and and the applicant and witnesses, and I'll take it from there.
Thank you. And it's still morning technically, so good morning still, Madam Chair and esteemed commissioners. For the record, my name is Sarah Barnes and I'm an attorney with Neal and Leroy LLC. I'm happy to have here today my associate, Emily Cohn. I'm going to be hopefully passing the torch on to her soon, so she'll be appearing before the board. And I wanted to introduce her to all of you because you've just been such great mentors without even knowing it over the years. So, and then lastly, but most importantly, on behalf of Andy's Frozen Custard Stores LLC, the applicant, we have Robert De La Fuente. He is the Director of Real Estate with Andy's. So I'm super happy and do you need to swear him in?
So, yes. You swear that your testimony today before us will be true and correct?
Yes.
And do you swear that the application is submitted continues to be true and correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you can put your hand down, but have you had a chance to review the recommendations from the Department of Planning and their approval with recommendations? Have you had a chance to review?
We
those?
have, and
And-
we accept them.
Okay, thank you. I'll make that part of the record. Really brief overview, if you will, Counselor.
Thank you. And thank you for clarifying that for those who are watching live stream, because I always try to explain to my clients that the best thing they can hope for is that this is anticlimactic, even though they've been waiting a really long time to come. So I'll do my best to participate in that. We're here today with the intent and desire to do a new Andy's Frozen Custard store at the subject site. It was previously a Chase Bank, and then Chase relocated next door about 5 years ago. And we were before this board getting a special use for Chase. The site has remained vacant ever since then. It's right in the heart of Gladstone Park. It does have some frontage on Medina, which is a residential street. So we took a really long and considerate amount of time to make sure that we had the absolute most minimum impact on any of the residents that are around the property, because this segment of Milwaukee is a very active commercial thoroughfare. So as you'll see from the plans, everything, all the operations are really oriented to, and all the vehicular circulation, Milwaukee Avenue with that intention. And we've provided a really lush landscaping space along with fencing at the rear that kind of borders those residents that are to the north. Another really unique thing about Andy's store is they only serve frozen desserts. So there's no fryers, no black iron, no odors or other environmental contaminants that are sometimes associated with drive-throughs. And then the other really unique thing is that all of their drive-throughs are still patron to employee served. So there's no speakers, there's no automated menu boards. There's actually still that face-to-face interaction. So that eliminates noise and some of the light pollution that are usually associated with these types of drive-through facilities. We started this project about a little over a year ago. We wanted to start with the community and with Alderman Gardner. So we spent many months actively engaging with the Gladstone Park Neighbors Association, the Gladstone Park Chamber, which Andy's is now a member of, as well as Alderman Gardner, and even did have a community meeting where all of the residents and property owners came. And we're really excited to say that we did have kind of unanimous support from all of those interested parties, even the residents who are very excited. There was, and then we did DPD intake, which also took us many, many months. And again, that's because we wanted to make sure that we were meeting all of the standards and requirements, but also like really mitigating our impact on the residents as well as enforcing pedestrian safety. So with that, there were a couple revisions that we made that were actually quite impactful for Andy's because they have a standard prototype. All of their restaurants, almost all of them except the original two, have drive-throughs. Okay, fine. They're also a little bit unique in that they don't have indoor dining because again, all they serve is frozen custard and they really have built their family business around socialization and community. So they have these nice covered and heated patios. Not always conducive to Chicago weather, even though they are covered and heated. So they have added at the request of the Department of Planning and Development, as well as Alderman Gardner, they've added an enclosed space for customers that's within that outdoor patio, but it's fully enclosed. So after many, many months of ongoing work and collaboration with the Alderman and with DPD, we're happy to also have a recommendation for approval from DPD pursuant to those conditions that we've actually already implemented. Alderman Gardner was gonna be here today, he said, but.
That's okay.
Okay, so yeah, there should be letters of support from Gladstone Park, from the Alderman in our package, and do you want me to put on Mr. DeLo?
No,
Okay.
I wanted a short overview.
Good.
We've read all the materials.
Okay,
And
great.
next question is, do any of the commissioners have questions? No questions. We are prepared to, I'm prepared to propose, to make a motion to accept this application, to approve this application. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley,
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Case is 8326.
Okay, we're going a little longer then. We're going a little longer.
And Counselor, we could
Wait,
keep
wait,
this
so-
overview even shorter. if
Okay,
that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, no, that's
I'm
okay.
working on it, I promise. Don't put me at that last.
Okay,
Like I said, usually it's only because we've spent like 3 years on these projects
Fair.
and I feel like they are.
Yeah. We've read
I
everything.
get it,
so-
I get it. And I know even those are lengthy, so you're getting super abbreviated. Appreciate that.
it just means we do a little more homework, but
Yeah.
that's okay. So your job is just to give an overview so folks understand it who might be interested and want to know what the hell is going on
You
here.
got it.
Okay, so can you introduce your witnesses and applicant?
Sure.
Again, yourself. for the
Yes,
record.
of course. Good morning, barely still. One more time for the record, my name is Sarah Barnes and I'm an attorney with Neal and Leroy LLC. And I have with me here today my associate Emily Cohn, as well as 3 members from our truly local development team, all of which own property or live in the subject neighborhood. And that is, we have Alexander Stoikov, as well as Philip Neal and Nora McDonough. So,
Okay. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony before us today will be true and correct? And the applicant,
Yes,
the applicant, who's the applicant?
all of us.
all 3 of,
All three
yeah.
of it,
they're all-
okay, then do
parties.
you swear that the application before us continues to be true and correct as submitted?
I do.
Okay, thank you. And hold on, there is a special use here. So we have you had an opportunity to see the recommendation from the Department of Planning and Development?
Yes.
And is that okay with you? Do you have any issues?
Nope.
It's okay, and you'll be following it?
Yep.
Okay, brief overview.
Again, this is a project we've been working on for 3 years, but that's only because Alderman Martin introduced a Western Avenue corridor study and rezone the property for this entire stretch of Western Avenue to allow for exactly the same type of development we're doing today. This is a very substandard depth lot. All of those lots on Western Avenue are only about 107 feet deep, so it's 18 feet shorter than a typical lot. So that was kind of the topographical hardship we had for the variation, which is for the rear yard setback for the residential use. The proposal calls for multifamily housing, 5 stories, 8 units. These are going to be condominiums for sale. They're all 2-bedroom units, so it allows people just entering the ownership market who can't yet afford a single-family home. It's an economically attainable housing. There's also on-site parking for 8 vehicles. Again, the only variation that we need is just a slight modification to the rear yard setback. It's only 3 feet. And again, if we had a standard size lot, we wouldn't even need that variation. And then the special use is just to allow for an all residential building. Almost all of the other buildings on this block of Western Avenue are all residential. They're just legal non-conforming. So we worked very proactively with Alderman Martin, as well as the North Center Neighbors Association and the North Center Chamber of Commerce, all of whom have provided their support for this proposal.
So I just have one question. Are the parking spaces going to be sold along with the units?
Yes, they'll come with, everyone gets a space.
Okay,
Yep.
that was my question. Anyone else? All right, I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter's approved.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Morning. Still morning. Hi, Counselor, can you introduce yourself and your witness and applicants, well, applicant and witnesses, if that's the case?
Absolutely. My name is Katerina Carrick, and I'm the attorney for the applicant. And with me today is the applicant, Ms. Stephanie Dunn, and her architect, Catherine Darnstadt with Layton Architects.
Okay, thank you. And can the two of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that your testimony before us today will be true and accurate? And for the applicant, can you which one's the okay, can you testify that, do you testify that the application as submitted continues to be true and correct? Okay, and also for the applicant, I have a recommendation from the Department of Planning and Development. Have you had a chance to review their recommendations, their additional, and do you agree with their requests?
Yeah.
Okay, and so that will be part of the record. Can you give us a brief overview, really brief?
Yes, thank you, Chair. The applicant is Stephanie Dunn. She's the owner of record for the property at 5254 South Ashland Avenue. The property is situated in a C1-2 commercial zoning district, and it is improved with 1 building. The lot is approximately 3,100 square feet. On the ground floor, the property has a commercial unit and also a unit in the rear. The unit in the rear is vacant. It's been vacant. Ms. Dunn purchased the property back in 2024 and thought that the unit was legal. And then she operates the storefront in the front as for her business, and as part of a business grant application, the city flagged that rear unit and informed her that she needed a special use approval in order to have that unit be approved for residential use. It was vacant during her ownership. She didn't really think to do anything with it, but now that the city has kind of raised an issue about it, she's trying to get it legalized as a residential unit. It's a little bit under 1,000 square feet, and there's no structural or like any major improvements that are being proposed. She just wants to go through the permitting process and have it legalized. And the the reason why we're here on this special use is due to section 17-3-0207A4, which allows the residential use below second floor unit through a special use. And we've been working with staff. We also had a meeting with with Alderwoman Coleman, and she had questions for my client. Those questions have been answered. We reached out to them. They have no comments or concerns about this, no objection at all. So we are here asking for the special use to be approved.
Okay, and just for clarification, the special use is for an apartment that is directly behind the retail, so it doesn't affect the front of the building. There continues to be.
Correct.
retail. Thank you. Any other questions? I move that we approve this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hahn?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter's approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is it.
For the morning session. Yeah.
Okay. I don't-
Good morning, board.
Morning.
Of course, I got a call just in time for today. Alrighty, so first let me introduce myself. My name is Tamara Walker. I am an attorney here in Chicago, and I have the pleasure of representing Mr. Donnell Digby. Also with us today is our land use consultant expert by the name of Kareem Musawir.
Okay, stop there.
Yes.
Can I have the two of you raise your right hand? Do you swear that the testimony before us will be true and correct? And for the applicant, do you swear that the application as previously submitted continues to be true and correct? And also for the applicant, if you, there's a recommendation from the Department of Planning, if you had a chance to review the specific recommendations that are attached? And are you okay with that? Do you intend to follow those? Do you have any issues? No, yes, do you have any issues?
Oh, no issues.
I threw in a trick, sorry. Okay. Thank you, Counselor. Can you give a very brief overview?
Sure, very brief. The property in question is the Woodlawn One LLC, DBA as the Woodlawn, which is located at 1200 through 08 East 79th Street in the B32 Community Shopping District. The subject property is on a lot that is 3,654.97 square feet, improved with an existing 4,128 and 0.7 square foot 1 and 2 story. I'm sorry. Okay, it's with a 4,128.7 square foot 2-story building that has a basement and it's mixed use. It's a brick and frame building. So on the first floor is the restaurant and there is a residence above it. It is in a transit served location adjacent to the 79th Lakefront CTA bus line, along with a bus stop that is going east and west directly across the street from the property, or directly in front of the property, I should say. The applicant is seeking special use. It's already an existing restaurant. What we're looking for is to add a outdoor rooftop patio that would serve the restaurant. And this would also require second floor enclosed stairs that have been submitted already, obviously, as a part of the application process. And all of this would be to serve the existing restaurant. As I stated, the restaurant has been in existence since 2018. And the rooftop patio is one of the recommendations, would be used exclusively for the existing restaurant. It would not be rented out separately. And the applicant operator is going to remain in compliance with all of the outdoor patio sound restrictions, because we are cognizant that there are neighboring residences and other community members that would be affected. So that is part of the agreement and what he again agreed to this morning.
Okay, so just for clarity for everybody, the agreement that you reference is that it will be exclusively for restaurant operations and not rented out to other entities, to individuals, et cetera, for private events. Does that include, do you understand? I don't know. So that would include any private events that anybody wanted to have, including somebody at the restaurant, I presume. In other words, it would just be for when the restaurant is open, just for clarity?
Correct.
Your hours of operation, so that's where you would be serving food, et cetera, but,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, just for clarification. Are there any questions anyone has here? Okay. I move that I move approval of this matter. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, the matter is approved.
Alrighty. Thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Okay. I believe that's the end of the morning agenda. I move that we convene, that we recess to closed session. Yeah. Commissioner Soto seconds. Commissioner Gianni?
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Staley?
Yes.
Commissioner Soto?
Yes.
I vote yes, we're in adjournment. Closed session. Thank you. Okay. We ready? Okay. Ready? Okay. I move that we return to open session. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, we're in open session. I move to approve 61-26-Z. Commissioner Soto, seconds, Commissioner Gianni.
I'm going to vote no on this matter due to its tendency to impact the character of the neighborhood.
Commissioner Hobbs,
I'm voting no for the same reason as well.
Commissioner Daly,
I'm voting no due to lack of hardship as well as impacting the character.
Commissioner Soto.
And I'm a no for all the reasons stated already.
And I concur, voting no for the same reasons. The matter is not approved. Is denied. Thank you. Same difference, but correct, yes. All right. I move that we approve 69-26-S. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni.
I will be a no on this matter.
Say it again.
I will be a no on this matter.
Commissioner Hobbs.
Although it was certainly appreciate everyone's time coming in and taking into consideration the totality of the circumstances as well as past patterns. I will be a no.
Commissioner Hobbs.
I'm a no as well.
Commissioner Staley.
I vote no.
Commissioner Soto.
No.
I also vote no. The matter is denied. I move that we approve all of the withdrawals and continuances earlier acknowledged, earlier requested in the AM session today. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley.
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, those cases are all, the continuances and withdrawals are approved. I move that we recess until 2 PM. Commissioner Soto seconds, Commissioner Gianni,
Yes, affirmed.
Commissioner Hobbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Staley,
Yes.
Commissioner Soto.
Yes.
I vote yes, we are adjourned. We're recessed until 2 PM.